Hi, I'm Nakanya Godwin, and I would like to talk briefly about how an organization might improve an ineffective policy and procedure manual, promote compliance and corporate policies, and perhaps even build excitement in learning about policies and procedures. In our corporate scenario, a department has a poorly organized, outdated, and difficult to access policy manual. The policies are kept in unwieldy binders, and they are seldom used by employees. Staff basically do what they believe is right in their own opinion, often without any regard to the official policies. How can the policies be made more user-friendly, vital, accessible, and interesting to the employee? First, let's ask why hospital employees might not read the policies and procedures. They are hard to find or access. They are outdated, unorganized, and poorly presented. The policies are not promoted in a way to motivate the employee to learn more about them. Let's address the first issue: location and access to the policies. Some organizations keep their policies in multiple locations and in varied formats. Often they are in bulky notebooks or shared drives, USB drives, or buried in a nebulous and hard to navigate online site. Some are posted in various places within a department, or sometimes printed and hanging on equipment. There may be no rhyme or reason to their presentation. Consistency is key. They should be well organized, formatted for maximum readability and searchability, and located in a central place. What are the solutions? Make them all digital and easily searchable. Make sure the policies are fully functional in the digital realm. They should be presented in an easily searchable online pages with keywords and phrases that direct the user to the proper policy with minimal digging. Place them in an easy-to-access online location. Have an employee portal or intranet site with a pleasing design and simple navigation that draws the employee into the desired policy location. It may even be necessary to make the policy portal a standalone site, even set apart from the corporate or departmental intranet to avoid clutter and links that are hard to find. Make the policies engaging and easy to understand. Most policies and procedures are dry, full of legalese, and frankly, hard to understand. While it's okay and often necessary to have policies structured in this way, there are also ways to make the policies more easy to grasp. Have a legally approved, simplified version of the policies that provides illustrations of policies' implications, shows the policies and procedures in action, provides applicable scenarios in simple language, and is visually interesting and stimulating. It may take some design effort and brainstorming, but try to develop ways to make the policies and procedures somewhat entertaining, even using humor or drama in the scenarios to build interest and broaden attention spans. You might even get employees to act in departmentally produced videos to explain the do's and don'ts of policy compliance and implementation. Issue number 2. The policies are outdated or there are multiple versions causing confusion. Employee faith in the authority of the policies or procedures is compromised. They may decide that learning about them is pointless. What are some solutions? Keep the policies and procedures updated. Some entity, preferably a policy and procedure team with legal counsel, simply needs to roll up their sleeves and get to work updating the materials, making sure they all reflect the latest trends and best practices in policy and procedure. Be sure that all policies are clearly marked with revision dates and that old versions are flushed from the online delivery system. Trash all old printed versions, and if printed versions are required in certain locations, use modern, consistently formatted, and visually recognizable delivery methods. For instance, buy all new notebooks that are easily identified either by color or other unique quality. Make sure the policy team has a clear and systematic method for updating the printed versions. Hold teammates accountable for keeping the printed versions up to date. Utilize a policy manager software system. An organization could buy into a policy organizer system that will ensure consistent readability and comprehension of assigned policies. Such policy management software is available through a variety of developers. A policy manager software system can provide an access station that would ensure reading compliance. It would even show how much time the employee spent reading the policy. Finally, let's discuss promotion of the policies and procedures. This is critical to motivate the employee. We must create a culture of policy reading, learning, and compliance. How can we promote the policies and boost reading, awareness, and compliance? Establish competitions with rewards. After making the policies easy to access and interesting to read or learn, create competitive situations that encourage employees to study and apply policies and procedures. Track their learning modules and scores related to policies and procedures. Develop ways to monitor progress or failure to follow the policies and procedures. This may take some effort, but the only way to ensure that progress is made is to measure and analyze data. Provide awards for proven performance. These awards can be cost-effective and simple, but still boost employee excitement and competitive spirit. Share good news often. Constantly recognize those who are shining examples of policy and procedure compliance. Share stories about how following the rules have impacted customer or patient experience and outcomes. Help employees understand that following the policies and procedures is the undeniable right thing to do. Build buy-in and pride in the culture of compliance. Tie end-of-year bonuses to compliance. Work with leadership and human resources to provide monetary or other awards for demonstrated and measurable compliance with policies. As you can see, policy and procedure development, organization, and promotion will take work, but it is critical to the success of an organization or a department. Guidelines must be clearly communicated, implemented, followed, and measured to protect the organization and promote a culture of excellence.